Hello, welcome to this video. I'm sure you've been enjoying the video so far. In this video, we're going to be talking about getting matching colors the mafia way, right? That's the cheat list for getting matching colors for your design, right? Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you some softwares you could use, web softwares you could use that help you get colors that match very well, okay, for your design. I'll just show you how you can steal colors from another designer's work, right? How you can steal his colors and use the exact same colors he used on your own work. Okay, good. So let's get in. So this is getting matching colors the mafia way. Good. So the first site I want us to look at is Adobe Color. Adobe Color. Now this is formerly known as Adobe Color, right? But right now it is Adobe Color, and you can access the site from color.adobe.com. Color.adobe.com. Now let me show you color.adobe.com and how it works. All right, so this is the URL color.adobe.com. Good, color.adobe.com. Let's press enter. All right, good. So we are here. I'll just close this box here. Close. Good. So this is color.adobe.com. Now, this is a web tool that helps you choose colors, right? This web tool is very, very important, right? So there are some things I'm going to show you here, right? You could explore a lot of the functions yourself, right? Good. Now, but you can use this tool without having an Adobe account, but I recommend you have an Adobe account, and I'll show you why shortly. Although you can use it without having an Adobe account, I recommend you have an Adobe account. So let's quickly dive in. Good. So now the first thing I want you to see here is you could see these 5 pointers here, right? This is a color wheel, right? This is just a more extensive color wheel. Okay, this is a color wheel, but a more extensive color wheel, right? Good. Now you can see these 5 pointers here, right? Each of this pointer here is represented here also in these boxes. Okay, good. Now the box you can see this white arrow here on, right, is the box where you have the base color, or what you also call the reference color, right? The box you can see this white arrow here on is the box where you have the reference color. Also, if you look at these handles, you could see that the one in the middle has a white arrow also, right? That white arrow also represents the base color. Now you can always change this base color, and for me, I like to use A. I like to click on A. So right now, once you click on A here, at this point, you can see I've made it a base color. You can click anywhere else at this. Once you click to want to set this as your base color, just come over here. Once you hover over it, come down here and click. This will be your new base color, right? But I want A to be my base color. Good. So A being my base color right now, that means this is A, right? Also to my left, you can see analogous colors, monochromatic, triad, complementary, split complementary, and then you have the other um, forms of color harmony rules, right? But for these, we're just going to talk about the first 5, right? Good. So if you remember about analogous colors, these are colors that lie side by side on the color wheel, and that's why you can see that since analogous color was selected, you could see that our 5 handles are lying side by side with each other. Good. So now if I move this, remember this is my base color. If I move this somewhere here to this red, you could see that it still shows colors that line side by side. Okay, good. Now also, if I click on monochromatic colors, good, you can see using this as base color, it has, remember what monochromatic colors are. They have a base color, and then they have other colors derived from that base color with different shades or tints, right? Good. So this is our base color. You could see it's giving you options of monochromatic colors that suits your base color. Okay, good. Now let's click on triad. Good. Choosing our base color, you could see this is a triad. Remember, triads, 3 colors are evenly spaced on the color wheel. That's why you can see our handles evenly spaced on the color wheel. So if I move this main handle over here, our base color handle, if I move it, around, move it to somewhere, let's say blue, right? You could see then that the triads give you a different color, right? Good. So let's also click on complementary, which are opposites. Remember, complementary colors are opposite. You can see these are colors that are complementary to our base color. Okay, good. And as you can see, these colors contrast so well. You could use them in any design, they work so well. Okay, good. Now, also you could click on split complementary. Basically the same things, right? Basically the same things. Okay, good. So that's all about that. You could just come here, these colors, you love these colors, you like them, you could just as well, you can see everything you see underneath here. You can see their hex code underneath here. You can see their hex code underneath. You could just copy their hex code and use them. Okay, now also let me assume that, okay, you have chosen a particular color. Let's say from Photoshop, you've chosen a particular color. So now this Photoshop, let's assume this is the particular color you've chosen, but you need to be sure, you need to get colors that match this. What you do, just copy the hex code here, copy, right? Then you come over to your, then you come over to your base color and you paste that hex code. Once you paste the hex code, press enter. Immediately it gives you that color you chose, right? And then it gives you other colors according to the color harmony rule you set here. So if I change this now to monochromatic, you can see, okay, good. So now that's easy peasy. You could just choose a color from anywhere, paste it in here, and you get colors that match it. Okay, good. You get colors that match it. Very, very good. Now, um, what's if now let me show you something. Let me show you something also very interesting you could do with this tool. Now let me assume you've seen a designer's work. You love all the colors he has used there and you want to replicate using the same colors. There's something you can do. Now let me show you. Click on extract theme, right? As you can see, it says extract color from an image. So what you do, you just simply copy that the designer's image. Take the designer's image, you can screen launch it or whatever, or download it. You could take the designer's image and drag it here. Let me show you. Good. So I have chosen this image here to be the image that I would use. I love these designers colors and I want to copy them, right? So I'll just simply drag this image, drop it here, and immediately Photoshop and immediately Adobe just shows me the colors that are used in here. Okay, you can see giving me the exact hex code. Perfect. This works like magic. It's so lovely, and you should use it, right? You should use it. So lovely, right? Good. So it gives me the exact colors I can see here. Okay, good. Now also, what if it's gradient? You just click on, also if you want the gradient also use here, you could just click on extract gradient, right? And you can see it gives you very good gradient from the colors you see here. Very good, very lovely gradient. This works if you use this in your design. Sweet, right? And you don't have to form the color yourself. Just pick somebody else's design with colors and just come here, paste it in here, you copy the colors and use it for your design. Okay, good. Now let's click back on extract theme. Right now, there's a reason I say you should have an Adobe account. Now, instead of you having to copy this one after the other, instead of you having to copy the hex code one after the other, there's something you can do, right? You can save this color palette and open the color palette in Photoshop, right? So you always have it there forever. Okay, so you always have this color scheme forever. Good. Now let me show you how. I'm not signed in here, but I'm going to sign in to show you, right? If you click on save over here, it's going to ask you to sign in, right? If you click on save over here, it's asks you to sign in. Let's do that. Click on save. It's asking me to sign in right now, so I'll just quickly sign in. Good. So after signing in, of course, you will still see the image here, right? Now I'll just change the name. Let me change the name of this to um banquet of love. Banquet of love. Good. So that's the name of this color swatch that I'm taking. Banquet of love. It's saving to my library, so I click save. Good. Team successfully added to library. So let me click view. You can click view here, or you just go over to my libraries and click view. Right, then you come over here, click this drop down. You can see banquets of love. Right, so when you hover over it, right, you can download as a JPEG or download as ASC. Now download as ASC. Click on download as ASC. Right, it's going to download shortly. Now let me show you how to install this ASC file in your Photoshop. Okay, let me show you. Watch what I do. It's pretty straightforward, but at the same time you can easily miss it. So you already have the file here. Let me open the file. Let's show in folder. Good. So this is the file here, right? This is the file here. Good. So let's go back. So now let me show you how to install it. Come over. You click on this PC on your laptop. Click on this PC. So you click on Windows, right? Then you double click on users. Click on your name. This is the name of my laptop. Right, then you click on this app data over here. Then come over to roaming. Just watch me closely. Click on roaming. You can see Adobe. Double click on Adobe. After Adobe, you go straight to Photoshop CC 2015. Double click on it. Go, then you can see presets. Double click on it. Right, then you go straight to where you have color swatches. Double click on color swatches. Right, you can see there are other things here. When you double click on color swatches, you then take that your downloaded file and drag it into here. Okay, good. So now the name is banquet of love. Remember, I've dragged it into here. Good. So now the next thing you do is go to Photoshop. I have Photoshop open here, right? Now to import it, click on, you can see swatches, click on swatches. If you don't see swatches here, go over to window, right? Then you tick swatches, it will show up. Now you click on swatches, then you can see this options menu over here, this arrow over here, right? You click on it. Good. When you click on it, you go straight to load swatches. Click on load swatches. Right, now watch this. Remember the file we clicked is an ASE file, so you click this and change it to ASE. Okay, immediately you can see our banquet of love here. So you click banquet of love and load. The moment you click load, you see your already just joins your colors. You can see it here. You can see it. So these are the colors here. Right, these are the colors. Okay, so let's pick our brush tool. Right, so you've clicked on your brush tool. Right, let me reduce the size a little. Good. Then you can see as I've selected this color, it reflected in your foreground color. So you see that's the color. Let's pick this other one here. Good. Can you see that? Let's pick this yellow here. Let's pick this other yellow. Good. If you look closely, you will see that these are the colors, the exact same colors that we got from our color swatch. Okay, so that's how you can import color swatches into Photoshop. You could also download .ascs from .asc files or color swatch files online, download them and add them to your color palette, good ones that you like. Okay, good. So that's that about Adobe Color. Next we're going to be talking about is Canva Color Wheel, right? Canva Color Wheel. If you know Canva, Canva is a device, is if you know Canva, Canva is basically a web application you can use to make designs. Okay, so you can also use Canva Color Wheel, right? So for this, let me show you how you get it done. So you just Google Canva Color Wheel. right? Then you click on the first thing. It's usually canva.com/colors/color hyphen wheel, right? Good. The Canva color wheel is very similar to your Adobe, all right? So your Adobe color, all right? But the Adobe color is more extensive than your Canva color wheel. Okay, good. So um you just choose any color, pick your color, you see, and then it gives you the complementary color version, monochromatic, right? You see monochromatic of that color, triadic, good. It could give you tetradic also of the same color, right? You could also change, just pasting your own um hex code here, and it also gives you the same thing. So Canva color wheel is the same, it works just almost the same way as Adobe color, just that Adobe color is a more extensive tool. Okay, Adobe color is a more extensive tool. Good. Also, something I forgot to add in Adobe color, for Adobe color you can also, the image you need to upload to Adobe color doesn't have to be maybe a designer's image, right? It could just be a photography of nature you see, you love the colors that you want to use, just upload it and it gives you exactly the same colors that are there. Okay, good. So let's move on. The next tool we're going to be talking about is Google color schemes, right? So these Google color schemes, what this simply means is you should Google color schemes, right? Right. If you check your files tab on this course, right, on DOS course, check your files tab there. I dropped the color schemes there that you could, the ones I have Googled over time, you could download them. Good. So let me show you Google color schemes. What I mean by Google color schemes. So let me show you what I mean by Google color scheme. So you just come over and Google, say, um, let me assume you want to design for nature. You could just Google nature color schemes. Then you click on images. Okay. So having done that, you just see they just bring out different, and you can see some of them have their hex code on them. If you love the colors, you could just pick them and you make use of them very easily, no need to stress yourself. You could see this, right? Very easy, no need to stress yourself. Just copy the color schemes from here, right? You could just copy the color schemes. Okay, you could see, right? You could just simply copy these color schemes. A lot of them have their hex code on them, and the ones that don't have their hex code on them, you can bring them to Photoshop and pick the color, right? Select the color with your eyedropper tool, right? So you have the hex code of that color. Okay, good. So that's that about Googling color schemes. Now, the last one I want to talk about, which is very, very important in this series, also, it has helped me a lot. It's a Chrome extension, a Google Chrome browser extension, and it's called Colorzilla. It's called Colorzilla. It's a Google picker. It's a Google picker. Colorzilla is a color picker Google extension, right? It's a color picker Google Chrome extension, and I'll just show you how it is. What Colorzilla does is that if you are browsing on your Google Chrome and then you see a particular color you like, you just use your Colorzilla and it helps you pick that exact color and gives you the hex code. So you immediately just copy that hex code and paste it in your Photoshop and continue your work. Okay, let me show you how Colorzilla works and how you can get Colorzilla. Let me assume I googled beautiful. Let me assume I googled beautiful seas or beautiful seaside, right? And then I click on Google Images. Okay, I can see lovely, lovely colors, right? And then I just decide, oh, you know what? I love this particular pink that is here. I want to use this particular pink color, this particular shade of pink, right? Now, the extension is known as Colorzilla. I have it installed here. This is it here. This is it here. You click on Colorzilla and immediately go. You see this Colorzilla. You click on Colorzilla. Immediately you click on Colorzilla. You immediately go over to that particular shade of color. As you can see, if you look up here, you can see that it's giving you the RGB codes. It's giving you the hex code of the same color. So I click on this. Once you click on that particular segment of the color you want. Once you click on it, immediately copies it. You see, it copies it. Then you go back to your Photoshop, and then you paste it here. It's Ctrl V or just right click and paste. You can see that it has picked that color, right? So that's how ColorZilla works, right? That's how ColorZilla works. How do you get ColorZilla? Just Google ColorZilla Chrome extension. Once you Google, you can see the first thing you see here is colorzilla.com for Chrome, right? But I rather this directly from Chrome's web store, chrome.google.com. So I click on ColorZilla for Chrome, right? You can see, or just go to chrome.google.com, go to their web store, right? Then you can see I already have it here. That's why you can see remove from Chrome. All you have to do is just to click install in Chrome, right? And then you have it and you can start using it. ColorZilla is one brilliant tool that mafia designers use to copy color from anybody and anywhere. Okay, good. ColorZilla, don't forget ColorZilla. ColorZilla would help you. Good. So a quick rundown, right? We have seen 4 different web tools we can use for picking colors the easy way, right? Go ahead and explore all of them, right? And it will really make your work easier. Guaranteed to make your work easier. Good. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about typography. Stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about typography. That's going to be an amazing one. So I hope you've been enjoying this series. I'll see you in the next video.